everybody, welcome back to my channel, Chrissy's Point of View. Today we are going to talk about the power of the tongue and positive thinking. So this is a true story. This happened to me a few months ago, and yesterday again it happened to me. Actually last night it happened to me while I was filming yesterday's video. So I have been studying Spanish for some time now, and I am currently on level 5 of Spanish, but I decided to take a break. But let's talk about level 3. So level 3 seemed like it was getting very hard, very difficult, because you're changing your whole mind and how you're pronouncing certain things and how you spell certain verbs, from the difference between present tense and past tense, kind of like how English is. But you know, we English speakers will always say English is easy, and other people will always say English is hard. But to make a long story short, I failed level 3, and I said to myself, I will not be failing level 4 once I get the okay to do level 4. So I asked my teacher, can a level 4 override level 3 based on knowledge? Because I'll be getting my certificate from Spain for each level. She said, yes, it will override level 4 will override level 3. So it will seem like I didn't fail level 3. I said, okay. So something happened last year. I was doing a particular course, which you all will probably hear about later on, right? I don't want to talk about that because that's classified right now. So I was doing a course and I had to stop level 4. So earlier this year I said, okay, I'll do the level 4. And I said to myself, wow, I didn't realize it was this difficult. I had to write like about close to 24 pages in Spanish of different subjects. Not about the same thing, not one type of thing, but like I have to write about my schedule, or write about what happened last week or what happened last year. So it's a lot of past tense, because when you speak, you usually tell a story, like how I'm telling a story in English here. I needed to write and tell a story in Spanish, past tense. So that was like the main part of the exam. But because of the pandemic, we had classes online. So I had to do exam online and everything. And I said to myself, even though I'm doing exam online, I will be, fair. I will not cheat. I won't do anything. I must get the certificate. So the 24 pages we were given to write about, we had a certain amount of time to write it. Like 2 weeks, I think 2 weeks to write it and hand it up. My teacher, basically, she said she would proofread it, but when the time to proofread had come, she just sent it back and said errors are there and errors are there. So it didn't really help me. So I was still dangling in the air, hoping and praying that everything go on. But I said to myself, I am passing this Spanish, this level for Spanish. I wrote it down in February that I am going to pass Spanish level 4 in April 2020. After writing it down, I then put it as a reminder in my phone, so every day at a certain time it will come up as a reminder. I put it on repeat for every day to come up on my phone. I am going to pass Spanish level 4 in April 2020, because that was when final exam, when I had to hand up the final 24 pages, 24 to 30 pages, I think it was. Because before the 2 weeks we kept hearing about we have to write a certain amount, but we did not know what we had to write about. So that's why I wrote down in February that I was going to pass. Nevertheless, I was going to pass. You need to check out my video, nevertheless. So each time this reminder came up on my phone, I kept saying, I am going to pass. There were about 2 other persons in the group, and one of the girls were not 100% sure. She was good though, but she wasn't confident in herself, thinking that because she didn't pass the last level, that this level will be harder. But I kept saying, we are going to pass, we are going to pass, and I kept saying it, and I kept believing what my reminder kept reminding me, that I am going to pass Spanish level 4. And when the exam came, it was difficult. Let's just say, for my oral exam, I understood 3/4 and I answered accordingly. I answered for the words that I understood, because my teacher is a native speaker, so she speaks very quickly, right? So I did my best, and I kept positive thinking. I kept positive thinking, and I kept saying I am going to pass. After the exam, my friend messaged me and said, how do you think you did? I said, I am going to pass. Right? Power of the tongue. The power of the tongue and the desire backed by faith. You need to check out that YouTube video, Desire Backed by Faith. The Bible talks about death and life are in the power of the tongue. Right? I saw that for myself. 1 week later, I passed my exams with flying colors. It was like, wow. I said it actually worked. It worked. I was so happy. I was so happy that this had worked. My people, it really, really works. Saying affirmations. Get a mantra. Say something. Say that all things are working together. Speak and see what it is you want to see. Visualize what it is you want to see. I visualized also. I forgot to say, I visualized that email coming in with my marks that I passed. Congratulations, you passed. I kept seeing it. Congratulations, you passed. I kept seeing it in my email that it came from my teacher. So, let's talk about yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, you will not believe, I had a very high temperature. I had fever. If you go back and watch my video, nevertheless, if you're not the one before this, you will hear certain parts of the video. My voice changed, like if it had, like I was getting a sore throat, right? When in the video, I was feeling like if I was going to pass out, literally, because my fever started to raise and my temperature started to raise, and I kept saying, I said in the video, not feeling 100%, I am healthy, I am well, and miraculously, I started to feel well. As I said, death and life are in the power of the tongue. You decide, if you see how my voice going, you decide if you want to be well. You decide if you want to be sick. I decided last night that I will not be sick. I will be well. Despite how I was feeling, I made a decision that I will not be sick. Right? And I said it with my mouth. I believed it. I had a desire to be well. You have to have a desire. You have to have faith in anything you do. And you have to address it with affirmation. Speak aloud and say it with your mouth. Say it into the atmosphere. Let the atmosphere know. Positive thinking towards yourself. Positive thinking towards your situation. Positive thinking, people, and the power of the tongue go together. Okay? Go together. These two are true stories, I tell you. I was so excited to tell you all this today. You have to believe, you have to have positive thinking, you have to have affirmations. Trust me, it works. It works. And I hope I have given you value and I have encouraged you to keep going in this journey called life. And I have a gift below. If you click the link below, you will get a gift. See you next time on Chrissy's Point of View.